Jack, I'm filming. Not a good idea. Oh my God.
What is even this? Like someone please help. Oh, it's a Ferrari.
The guy that was in the car is fine, because when I saw the vehicle, it was still, whoa, whoa, whoa. There goes a tank. That was a tank flying. There it goes. I see it flying down the highway. Holy shit, they got debris falling off the bridge and shit. Oh my God. And she's doing 60 miles an hour. Look at this.
Yo, this nigga's sucking a fire. This shit just exploded, bro. Oh my God, bro. Look at that shit. I can feel the heat.
They running! They running! Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah, we're packing for the road trip, leaving in 7 days, 15,000 mile road trip, driving down from Alaska, heading to the lower 48, all around the west coast. I'm gonna take you guys on a whole bunch of adventures. Camper Jack's packed up so we can four-wheel the truck. Got the bike, kayaks, getting all loaded up. Can't wait.
None of these people realize they're in the presence of a certified forklift driver.
Oh!
What is wrong with you, bro? They got you working. Can I get 40 on? Yo! She need gas and I want toilet paper.
What up? Welcome everyone that's here. Hey mom, what's up?
I'm broken, so I'm not gonna play today.
I mean,
I used to know that song.
Maybe. Then that'll get rid of the IA. How's it going?
I'm doing so good here.
What do you got there on your stand?
My dad gave me this blanket for Christmas, and it says oversized to 5 foot by 6 inches. 5 foot by 6 foot. And so, like, I was going to say a really bad joke, but we're trying to church it up, so.
Do you think it was smaller at one point and they just made it bigger? They're like, we're going to oversize this.
Who gave that to you?
You did. You gave me this blanket. This was wrapped around the blanket you gave me for Christmas.
Oh, I see.
But sometimes I use it as a headband here. But I already got this cool black and red thing going on here for the Bloods and the Crips.
Yeah.
Is that what black's for, the Bloods?
No, I don't think so. I think it's red and blue.
I don't know how to read.
Yeah. So what's the white? The Angels.
I'm oversized.
You're oversized.
I have so much oversized here, no one can handle it anymore.
Yeah. Nobody knows what happened, Mom. I was just like, doing my thing, and then my feet started hurting, and then my ankle swelled up. The doctors can't figure it out, or haven't yet. I got another appointment tomorrow, so who knows? But I can't drum, so whatever. We're going to try to do this anyways.
Tyler drum, and you can play the bass.
Yeah? You want to do that?
Yeah, dude, let's.
We should have thought of that before when we set it all up. You know? Have you ever drummed before?
I have not. You guys
It's real easy. Just boom chick.
Yeah, you guys say
it's
that,
easy.
but I remember once upon a time I tried drumming, and everyone's like, knock that shit off, man. You can't even hold a beat. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
I mean, you just need to be like coordinated,
Okay, coordinated.
Think out of both sides of your head.
Both sides of my head.
Just, yeah.
All four limbs at once.
All four
yeah.
limbs at once. If you guys met me.
It's easy,
That's what you said about play the bass, and I'm still trying to do that every time. I'm always learning.
Yeah, but you've come a long way on that. Like, I don't know if you've ever gone back and listened to
I have, yeah, and I definitely get afraid. I'm like, ugh.
You just need to put a drum set in your trailer, and you can go to town practicing.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I'm disturbing the chickens enough already.
Yeah, the chickens.
Yeah, a bunch of chickens.
Oh, there's a bunch of chickens around there.
Yeah. I can't move it because I got no hitch.
Well, I mean,
I can't move my trailer, so I'm like kind of like.
So
Yeah.
those chickens laying eggs?
No, they're not those kind of chickens. They're decorative chickens.
they're there for looks.
Yeah, they're someone's fucking pet's chickens. I don't know.
Well,
Why don't they lay eggs?
Couldn't pet chickens still?
Are they all roosters?
No, well, one of them is the big guy. He climbs on my toolbox and cocks all day.
Yeah.
Well,
I bet
until it
that's
gets too
fun.
hot. He's like, cock-a-doodle. I'm like, yeah, you're there.
See, so you don't want to get them
Way to
back?
go.
Be drumming at 2 in the morning?
Dinner time.
I agree 3 things. No kill the chickens, no kill the cats, no killing any kids.
Did you find somewhere new to park and I missed it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently this person knows you or something because they're
Yeah,
like, here's
things
the
like that.
rules.
Here's the rules.
What about fire and Smitty things? Do I need to tell them?
We don't. What happens inside the trailer stays inside the trailer. I don't bring fire or spinny things outside.
Yeah.
Inside, it's like a fucking Cirque Soleil.
So you got a new truck because your transmission died. A lot has happened. You guys just saw us last week, but we've been gone for like a month or 3 weeks or 2 weeks or something. I don't even know.
2 and some change.
Yeah.
So you got a new truck, and there's a hitch stuck, the receiver part is stuck in the receiver. What do they call that? The hitch.
The hitch is stuck in the receiver, yeah.
So
So it's just like the wang is stuck in the vajang.
So you can't move your house.
So I can't get the.
Spit on it.
We tried that.
Yeah, I tried it.
The problem is
friction, pulling. Pulled me with the Super Dodge.
We
the
put my Suburban. We hooked a chain to it, and I pulled him down the street a little.
Yeah.
Well, when you have that problem with dogs, you just hose them down with a hose.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, did you try that?
Try pouring water on it,
Maybe
cold
just
water.
pour water on it and see.
Stuck together.
I did actually do the car wash.
Yeah, we tried my little weenie torch, but I only have a map torch, so it's not hot enough, or we didn't do it long enough. We needed an acetylene torch to see. Yeah. So how's the new ride?
I mean, it's good. I can't complain. It rides real nice.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah. It made all my shit smell like cigarettes, though, because
He smoked.
he smoked.
Yeah. There's that
Did
smoke.
you talk him down for that?
Yeah, I did. Well,
Yeah.
When you
200
take
for
out
that
the
shit.
interior from an old one and
Yeah.
swap it out with the new one. There you go.
Yeah, I wonder if an interior swap would be easier than a transmission swap.
Well, it is nice though. Like that is like another thing. Is like there's no holes in any of the cushions. None.
Yeah.
Smells like crap.
It just smells.
Yeah, it might go away eventually.
It has. It's gotten down a lot.
You
but
could go to the smoke shop and buy spray. I don't know if it works, but
someone said to burn incense in there. Like they said, smoke on top of smoke.
Sounds like a bad idea.
yeah.
Incense is never good.
Yeah.
Especially if the guy I bought it for kept having a problem with the law. I guess I don't need to be roll down my window. Have a. Yeah, you like that smell of incense, officer?
No.
Yep.
When I went and plated it, the same lady helped me plate my other Durango.
Your mom has a shampooer.
Okay, cool. I did shampoo. Well, I did clean it. I did wash it and vacuum the piss out of it. And
Yeah. There was piss in it.
no,
Just
no
not the
piss.
cigarette
No
smoke,
piss.
just the piss.
Cigarette smell, yeah.
Whose piss was it?
Well, that's the thing too. Is that like it wasn't even like good cigarettes. Like if it was like a Marlboro guy, I could probably live with that. But this guy, like, I swear he smoked like Pall Mall or something. It's just like
Yeah.
really gross.
Yeah.
And one of my coworkers noticed it. I went back in my shitty job, and they're like, "Man, you started up the habit." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna go fucking smoke Pall Mall." No, hell no. I'm gonna go back to smoking. I'm gonna go back smoking my brand. Final.
What about like baking soda? You think baking soda gets smoke out?
You
I know.
sprinkle this baking soda on the carpet and then vacuum it up. It would a little bit,
Yeah, just leave it in there for a few days. Let it absorb.
I did
but
throw,
it
like-
won't take it out of the seats or out of the heater.
Yeah, I
The heater ducts is always what'll kill you because you'll in wintertime you'll flip that thing on and ooh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
There's that smoke smell.
But
Yeah, it should be illegal to smoke in your car. You know, for the next guy.
for the next guy, yeah. Unless you're planning on dying in that shit, don't be burning cigarettes.
Yeah.
Right. Don't be smoking in your car unless you're going to drive that car to the end. Never sell it.
I did help this dumb dickhead the other day, though. I guess I shouldn't say that. Let me rephrase that. Let's try again.
I need my car detailed. I'll come over.
Let's do that. Let's have a detailed party.
Just all go over there.
There's this old guy. I was at like this school, and he's like all old, and I kept hearing him like turn the car over, and I'm like, man, what are you doing? I finally, after like 4 times, I'm like, I went up to him. I'm like, what's going on, old man? He's like, well, obviously my shit ain't starting, and I'm like, well,
sounds like what he'd say.
yeah. And I said, well, here, I'm going to listen in your gas tank to see if your fuel pump is even working, okay? So turn the key just on. And he did, and the fuel machine sounded right up, like, monk. I'm like, okay, well, that's not the problem. And then I, like, went to his fuel rail. He had this old Lincoln. And I'm like, yeah, you're getting fuel up to here. And the starter obviously works. And I'm like, okay, let's do, like, the spark test. You want to put your finger on the hole? And he's like, okay. And I'm like, no, don't ever fall for that. My brother gets me with that one all the time. And he's like, oh, well, what would it do? And I'm like, well, you really want to find out?
Probably take out your pacemaker.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be too fun.
But then I was
I've
thinking-
seen people have it happen to them, and they get shocked pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of volts.
Well, anyway, so I put my finger over the hole and
Yeah.
got nothing. I was like, whew. Okay, try it again. Maybe it was just luck. Nothing. I'm like, okay, well you're.
You can just like ground out the.
I couldn't hear it because every time we would try, a cop went by with the siren on.
They just pull the spark plug out and ground it,
Well, yeah, I was trying to look, but
and then have him crank.
I didn't have all of my tools with me either. I only had a little tiny screwdriver.
Oh.
So I was just trying to like listen for the tick, tick, tick or watch it.
Yeah.
But every time he would crank, a fire truck would go by. A policeman would go by.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd hear it anyways.
So yeah, then I was like, well, I know this works for fucking sure. Like this, this works 1,000.
I'll just be the spark tester.
So what was wrong with it?
The coil bank was bad. He had no spark at all, none.
So he only had one coil.
Yeah, he only had the one coil on the front. It was a Lincoln. And he's like, okay, well, let me tell you what's been going on. He's like, it's been in the afternoon. I try to drive my car and it won't drive. I'm like, well, it's been like 100 fucking degrees, man. I'm pretty sure this is shitting out on you. And he's like, okay, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, we'll probably go sit underneath that tree in the shade and read one of the books that you have in your fucking car and don't die. And he's like, oh, that's a good plan. Because he was just sitting in his car in the direct sun, just sweating bullets. Like this old guy wearing denim, just sweating. I'm like, go sit underneath that tree for a while, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Oh, you're really nice. I'm all, no, I'm really not. And then...
So did you replace the coil, or did he just let it cool off?
Well, after like half an hour, the sun changed and it put the shadow on his car hood, cooled it down. He got in, started right up, and just went down the street. Kept banging.
Well, it could be an ignition module too. They get hot and quit working.
Yeah.
Typically on Fords though, once they quit, they don't come back. But GM you get them hot and they'd shut off, then you let them sit a while and you could start again.
This was like an old one too. It was like old Lincoln, like super long. Plus he had half of his Horde in it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you ask him about it?
I didn't want
Half of his Horde.
Yeah, half of his Horde. He had like cardboard boxes and like little trinkets.
Like that's probably not half his Horde. If it's in his car, that means his house is full.
Half is full.
That might be all of his Horde.
Yeah, that's why I told him.
I sleep in the trunk at night, buddy.
Yeah. Well, that's why I told him to go take one of the books because he had the whole back seat completely full of books. I'm like, go get one of them books and go sit under that tree for a while.
Yeah,
You're scared.
That's probably his whole house right there.
But yeah, as soon as the damn shade got on his hood,
just started working.
Started just like that.
You didn't think to invite him to your hobo community?
No.
With the chickens? You're not like, hey, come hang out over here.
Selective on that.
Yeah.
You have to at least have a somewhat running vehicle.
So are you living in this car, man? Yeah, that's where I live. Well, you can come out here. I got this place out here. I got all set up with some chickens, a rooster.
Yeah,
have what you need.
I thought hobo is like, you get one hobo, then you get another one, right? It's
the
like
next thing, the whole street's full of hobos.
Yeah, it's just
you look on the news, and that's what they show.
Yeah,
they show
do,
everybody, all the hobos lined up on the sidewalk in their tents, laying on the street.
Yeah, they just come through with the bulldozer and take care of them.
I think it's like that in California. They just because the cops wouldn't do anything, but then they started, throw all their crap in the trash truck.
I saw this guy that's starting to build like freeway houses that like are on like ball bearings that fit in between the concrete columns, so you can like slide from one end of the thing to the other.
So you can slide from one side of the bridge to the other.
Yeah, one side of the bridge to the other, and you like build your whole house on them.
That way at night you just slide out in the middle so nobody will pester you.
Yeah, no one will fucking bug you. Yeah.
But you're sleeping over like traffic, right?
Yeah, so if you fuck up, sucks to be you. Like 15 feet above traffic too.
Yeah.
Well, you're also sleeping under traffic, so then everybody's going over the top. How do you sleep with that?
I don't know.
That'd be a lot of noise.
I don't know how hobos sleep at all, because like the cement or whatever would just be horrible. Right. Laying on the grass. I mean,
maybe that's why sometimes they seem half crazy because they've been up for 3 nights.
Yeah.
Finally, they just pass out on the sidewalk, and somebody thinks they're drunk.
Well, I know like sometimes when if I'm in a noisy area, like especially with the racers, when the racers want to come through, oh yeah, fuck them. Like, there's no like
they have no like consideration that you're trying to live there,
Well, first of all, they think, they check my box first of all for tools. Like they all try to go see if there's something they could steal.
Really?
Yeah. Usually why like I get on my PA and yell at them like, fuck off.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure like sometimes they just randomly be yelling like, hey, eat a dick.
Nobody's out there. You're just paranoid. You're just like,
it's just the chickens.
Did I just hear some?
Fuck you. Because I did. I put a PA on it, or like a top one.
Yeah.
Except a cheap one, so like half the time it's like fuck, so it's like.
Yeah, I put one on my Suburban too, but like I have a CV in there, so you can just run a speaker out of it. It's like really easy. Then you just click PA, and so I have.
Yeah, just start talking.
That sounds all right.
You need cameras.
I know that's the next step. But.
Yeah. Cameras, infrared cameras too, so not just like regular. So you can see at night.
I know there's like 3 ways to like tell like there's like these, like there's a crack like in the air conditioning. If like a policeman's out there, I could see him come because it's like they all have a 1,000-watt light bulb going on, so you could like see him shine his light through the air conditioner. Like, okay, you're out there. I see. You know, like normal cars don't like their lights don't go through it, but a cop with his flashlight right through it. And if I'm taking a Duke, I can look up in the shower and I can see where the amber light is for the top of the trailer.
Yeah.
And so, like, again, if a cop is out there, can see his light through there, then through the thing, I'm like, okay, well, there's a cop there. Yay, great. But, like, most other things jostle the hell out of it, you know what I mean, out of the trailer. So, like, someone's trying to, like, open the toolbox, it, like, jostles the whole thing. Like, okay, well, hey, I know you really are there because, you know, the wind don't jostle it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you need cameras.
That will be on the next. I haven't thought about getting, like, because I still have those old ones that, like, Dad bought off of KSL, like, 1,000 years ago. That are, like, what's that, coax?
Yeah, but it's going to be hard to hook up. They're pretty cheap now. You can get them for, like, you can get a 4-camera system for, like, $200.
Yeah.
AC, I think it's a 1 terabyte hard drive. So you'd have to just plug it in and run it all the time, or whenever you run it. I mean, you know,
Right.
It's built for a house. They have Wi-Fi systems to where all the cameras Wi-Fi to the home, so you don't have to like run a bunch of wires around your trailer.
Right.
You would just have to figure out a way to mount them. But
I wish I could get like a Raspberry that like gave them like a fake Wi-Fi, and then they just would go through that. Because you could do it with your phone, right? But it wants the internet. Like there's that other part. But I figured if I programmed the Raspberry to them, then it would run all the time to themselves.
Well, you could just get
get a router. Just get a Wi-Fi router and just put it in there.
You just have to.
Then you can just name your Wi-Fi. There's nobody in here. Cops, there's nobody in here.
No one here. You see nothing, assholes.
Yeah.
But most of the bums don't care. Like, most of the bums don't care. Like, there was these guys replacing the towers on the AT&T tower for, like, the whole week, and no one even fucked with anyone.
Yeah.
But then the nomads in their RVs came back, and, of course, everyone has to go fuck with them. I definitely dislike it when those guys show up because they're just no good.
Yeah, well, but you need a new spot to go. You know.
Well, yeah, that's why I go to the one spot. You can't go there.
Yeah.
What about industrial areas? You've tried that?
Yeah, industrial areas are okay for like 2 seconds, but then there's usually a wiener security company that rolls through. You know what I mean? Like there's always.
Also, they don't think it's just a cargo. Just
if I park just right, then it is. But if I'm on like the end of a semi, then it looks bad. But if I'm like in between them.
I mean, right where I work, trucks like that park there all the time because it's like they have like it's like building supplies as our neighbors or whatever. So
what you need to do is go take a picture of a business's sign, and then get one of those magnet mounts. Slap it on your door and then park out in front of their building every night.
I have a magnet mount that says property manager.
You need one that says Smiths on it.
Property maintenance, yeah.
Smiths on it.
So those ones usually work pretty good, but it's always the RV guys, though. Whenever they show up, that's where you get the problems.
Or Romac.
Yeah.
You get one from Romac. Just go out and take one of theirs off next time they come in to do something at your store.
Just go borrow it.
Just go peel their stickers off their truck. Put them on your trailer, and
really
then
big magnets that say property maintenance.
I mean, we could probably cut one out of vinyl. You know, recreate it, but I don't know if it would matter.
But yeah, it really does, and not until when those, because it's usually just the RV guys that show up, and they nomad around quite a bit because they get bumped out of places. They do bad shit. Like I was watching them try to lift a manhole up once, and I'm like, don't you guys even fucking dare.
Lift up a manhole?
Yeah.
Like what are they going to do?
They want to take it in and
dump the shitter.
They want to jump the shitter.
Oh. And they're not going to steal the manhole cover to go down and turn it in for metal.
No, they're trying to put the poo in it.
Going to save that $5. But the problem is manhole covers that's not the sewer.
No.
Those are storm drains. Or they're used for utilities. You do a bunch of crap down there. And poor AT&T guy goes down there. Quest guy goes down there to fix it. What the hell is all this?
You guys' internet's not getting fixed for a while, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Well, so there's one RV guy that was parked next to the side of the building because I didn't park there for like a week, and because I haven't been able to. And I saw him there, and I saw his hose, and I'm like, I'm calling the cops right now. And he's all, what for? I'm all, that hose is a poo-poo hose, and that's a storm drain. Like, that's against all the rules, man.
Yeah.
That's against all the hobo rules, man.
Yeah, all of the hobo rules.
Yeah, just go. Yeah, there's plenty of places to dump it. You just got to go find them. And there's even free places.
Yeah, even free one. There's a grip of free ones. There's a year-round free one in Clearfield.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
Well, it's probably a little far to drive from Salt Lake, but
yeah.
15 minutes for free.
Well, there's
there's got to be somewhere closer.
There's State Trailer Supply on Redwood. I mean.
Oh, they charge though.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, they never charged me. Maybe
They haven't charged you?
No.
Oh, so you have to go during day hours.
Yeah.
Glenn's out there with the bolt cutters, not charging me.
Well, there was no lock on it. It was in the winter.
There's a car wash in Riverton, and they have one, but I don't know. I think that didn't look like there was a lock on the flat, but yeah, there's a credit card machine at the top.
Yeah. Well, there's two in West Jordan that are $5 dump all your poop, and they even have potable water at the spigot.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like a twofer.
It's like you don't
get new water and
you don't pay rent, so
right.
I mean, you know.
But then Bateman's or whatever that place is called, they have a really good poop dump.
Yeah.
What do they charge?
$5.
Yeah. See, and they got propane.
Yeah, propane,
water,
air, and water.
And you can even get a car wash while you're there.
Yeah, and they're tall too. I go spray my cells off there because they're so tall. That's how I used to keep my cells clean, is the Bateman's.
Yep. You can get your emission check and your state inspection while you're there. Oil change.
Oil change.
Full service. Full service Nomad
Full
Land.
service Nomad Land. And Nomaders do go there, but because they do have a real good, and they're down on the ground, dump the poop, so you don't have to like go over.
It doesn't go uphill.
Yeah. Because there's one in West Jordan, you have to go like over the curb. Like I figured that out the first time I dumped it. I pulled the go button, and I'm like, oh man. It's that kind of
shit don't roll uphill, does it?
Like, there's a 5-inch difference between that hole and that hole. But yeah, let's have like a car wash party going on over here. Everyone could come to my Durango and give us $5, please. We'll go to the Country Fat Neck Foundation.
Well, that's what you do is you just hang out at the dump station, say, give me $5 and you can dump here.
I'll go to the Kearns one. Yeah, be like,
give me
$5 dump
$5 here, dump here. Well, the Kearns one, where is it located now? Is it still available all the time?
Up until October.
Then they shut it down? Because they used to have the one that was inside the yard, and so you had to go during business hours.
Yeah, you could go to that one all night long.
But they close it in the wintertime.
But they close it in the wintertime, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's because the pipe might freeze, clog it up. Nomadic Fanatic had one of those.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen. Or I don't know. I wish there was a better way.
You go out and you pull it and poop. Well, now you're stuck. Find out the hole is frozen somewhere.
I was trying to dump my poop like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when I still had a operating vehicle, and I watched a guy pull the go button, and just shit started coming out of all of his holes everywhere in his hose, like little turds flying out of this shit. I put the bitch in drive, and I just gave him the piece. I wasn't even fucking around. I was gone. It's like, nah.
You didn't want to go help him?
No, not even. Not even. I know that might be a shitty American thing.
Yeah, I think you needed to replace your hose last time.
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, didn't this
It was
happen last time?
It was like he had like the coil was the only thing good because in between the coil was like
Like-
all rotted. Like it was like as soon as he went, bad ideas. It was like bad idea
Is
city.
it like coming out of a pasta machine kind of
yes,
thing? Or
yeah.
is it
It's like a screw.
It's like think of like a dryer hose. You know, it has
Oh,
like
I
the-
know what they are. I was just asking how it was coming out, though, like
Yeah.
when you push the pasta through the machine.
Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah.
like all the way down, all the way to the end.
It's like playing with Play-Doh. Like stars are shooting out of it.
But it was two lesbians, so no shit on you
Yeah,
guys,
so
but,
you're
like,
just like,
they were both like looking at it like, what do we do now? And I'm like,
Don't ask. I'm not going to help, man.
driving this Durango as fast as I can. Burning tire.
Nothing you can do now. Maybe
Yeah.
close it.
close it and
Minimize the
get a
damage.
hose.
Start
Squeegee.
spraying. Start spraying.
Yeah, try to get it in the hole.
Well, that was the other thing too, is I just got rid of my big hose because I had that 100-foot hose forever. And
Yeah.
I finally got rid of it because it was just too much of a headache. And plus, I started getting bad ideas with it myself.
Yeah, those things are supposed to be nice, but they seem like a bigger pain than
Biggest
they
pain in
help.
the
So
ass.
I have a little short one, and it's nice that it's short. The only problem is I have to line it up just right,
I want
or
to
else it won't reach.
Yeah,
But
I want to get one of those elasty hoses that you have.
The rhinos.
well, that's.
I use a rhino hose.
Yeah, or collapsible one.
yeah.
I thought that's what I gave you.
No,
Or do I still have
you
that?
still have it.
Oh well, I guess I still have it. I guess I'll start using that then.
But those
for,
wear
like, the
those
water
do wear
hose.
out too, though. The rhino hoses do wear
You
out.
have to keep close eye on it.
I put mine in a tote. That way it would like
Yeah.
stay
I
out.
spray
But,
bleach on it. Nothing gets out of that tote.
You spray the max on it.
yeah, you have
Yeah,
the produce
yeah,
spray.
get the max going.
Get the
on.
max going on.
You just haul your hose into the produce department.
We
just,
spray this down.
Just throw it in the produce sink. Start spraying it down with the max.
I gotta sterilize my hose, man.
He's wearing a come and go hat. I have this band around my hat, so it's not really a
Sailor hat.
It just says I'm oversized.
This is oversized.
Oversized.
5 foot by 6 foot.
5 foot. That's what I'm trying to refer to.
So is
my
5
wings.
foot the width or is 6 foot the width?
It's all girth.
It's all girth.
Look at that. You'll see that.
So it's something that should have been put in the garbage, but Tyler kept it. Put it on his head.
Well, you gotta make give everything multiple use.
Yeah.
I didn't even bust out that blanket. It's been like my backup blanket for like if it gets like super cold, like or if I run out of
dude.
gas. So it's like the emergency break glass in case of frozen nuts, right? And I can't find I couldn't find any of my wigs. Like they weren't where I left them, so like I had to use some kind of headband. Gerard.
Where'd your wigs go?
The chickens take them.
Yeah.
I have them now. Well, if they were in the gray Durango.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Because I dropped trailer and came over here with it, and
Well, I can't believe those chickens aren't laying eggs.
they might. I just don't fuck where they live.
Oh, that's where you got to go to get the eggs. You go over there and get some eggs, and then you can live there and get free food too.
I hate eggs, so that's like my biggest thing. Is even for free, I would turn them down.
What the crap?
Eggs are gross.
Not even free eggs?
Yeah,
Eggs are good.
Jared lies. This guy don't eat vegetables. all
Eggs
the
are
time.
good.
Eggs are good.
The rooster eggs are really good.
Those
There
are-
you go.
No.
No. I'm sure that they are, because I don't know. I just don't dig it. I just can't handle it.
But why?
You can't handle eggs.
Yeah, because first of all, then they make your butthole stink.
I mean,
Egg farts all the time. Every time I eat an egg, I'm like egg farts all day long. And then of course I have to fucking give them to people. I can't just like be like do it in my own privacy. I have to like help everyone understand the same gastric discomfort I am experiencing.
what do you mean? So you have to share your eggs? Is that what you're saying?
No, I have to go fart on people.
Why?
Because that's just what kind of guy I am.
I mean, you don't have to.
You say that.
You know, there's like there's thing you can do, you can change in life, you know? Like you don't have to be walking around farting on people.
I'm doing so much changing. So one thing at a time. Saving money, not hurling coins,
Yeah.
not saying the F word, no more fingers, You can take away farting too.
I mean, I'm not gonna take it away, but maybe it's up to you, you know.
So if I don't eat eggs, then I don't fart on people.
So that's all it takes.
That's
Just
all it
no
takes.
eggs.
Don't eat eggs. Don't fart on people. Do you know how fun it is to fart like right on someone and it smells like an egg? They're like, oh, gross.
No.
Or pee on someone after you eat a bunch of asparagus.
Also no.
You're not living.
You gotta church
Maybe
it
this
up.
is why you're a hobo.
All right. I don't know.
What about you, Jared? Jared went hunting. How'd it go?
It was good.
Yeah.
You need like 5 more words than that, Gerard. It was good. Okay, let's get some
It was
more here.
good. Well, that
It was
means
fun. I don't know what
was
people
fun.
are watching and what offends them, so I don't know.
I mean, you just
Oh,
you just
if
talking
they're-
about
if they're
peeing on
watching-
people.
I went to the
If-
grocery store and we
Yeah.
got food.
If
Yeah.
they're watching, their offense bar is pretty high.
If they're still here after
Yeah,
the
they're still here.
after the asparagus pea comment.
Y'all never peed on anyone after you eat a bunch of asparagus? Not
Oh,
even one.
maybe that's what your ankles need. Is somebody's got to pee on your ankles,
Maybe. Got to go eat a bunch of asparagus and
or is that just for jellyfish?
Never
think
ate
it's
asparagus,
jellyfish.
and I don't pee on people. No.
I pee on people all the time. I pee in
is
public
not okay.
seats too. That way they can smell the asparagus.
yeah.
Wash
Is it
their
like the
hands.
same ones you shave in? So you just go shave and leave all your hair everywhere for
No, I
the
clean it up.
for
I make
the
sure it's really
McDonald's
nice.
guy who gets
Real clean, real clean.
and then you pee in it.
Just a little bit of pee pee.
You're like it's real clean.
They're like, what the fuck is that? I don't know. Some fat guy must have did it. So, but no, the toilet at my work did break though.
Yeah.
The special secret employee potty.
Yeah.
And everyone kept like asking me like, hey, do you know how to fix it? I'm like, yeah, but I'm about to charge you $150 to tell you how. And they're like, why is that? I'm like, because I get paid $90 an hour and I get 2 hours minimum. And they're like, yeah, but that leaves, some bucks.
That's $180, Tyler.
Yeah, and I said, well, I'm giving you guys a Smith's discount because I have to work with y'all. And if I fix it, then I also benefit from this.
Yeah.
And they said, well, it always works after you leave. And I'm like, yeah, because I know how to fix it because I'm a handyman. So people like will wait for me to go in there to use the bathroom after me because they know it's going to flush.
So
Sounds like a bad idea.
why don't you start charging a subscription instead of a one-time fee? So you need to start thinking bigger picture
Right.
here.
Yeah. Every time you
know?
need to go to the can, come get me, and I'll
Come
go
get
make
me.
sure it flushes.
I'll go in and fix it
for $1.
for $5. I'll go in
Yeah.
and fix it. You give me the 5, and then you do your thing. And every time you need to use it, give me the 5.
Yeah. I mean,
You
that's
know?
a pretty good plan. For then I have to be like around everyone to take a piss. So I use the big money thing.
Oh yeah, but then you're getting double paid. You're getting paid,
Yeah.
but Smith is paying you to stand back there by the toilet.
Right.
And you're collecting the $5 cash money.
Yeah, you're there anyways.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
you're
there
when
anyway.
you're not there,
Yeah,
like
when I'm not-
whatever.
I sometimes
but-
just go in there, wash my hands, and fix the toilet real quick.
yeah, well, you could be getting
or
paid.
Guess you could put a can on the
You
back
know,
of the
don't-
toilet.
don't
$5.
e-
Put your
don't even-
$5 here.
Don't even do that. Just each one of them that wants you to do it, just tell them to give you a $20 a month subscription fee.
Subscription fee
You
to
know?
fix the baño.
So you got to get a credit card machine and somehow just ping their credit card, because then they'll forget about it.
Well, there you go. They can
And
just Venmo you each
Yeah.
They
time.
just start Venmoing me, yeah.
Yeah, then they'll forget about it, and it needs to happen automatically. You know what I
Right.
mean? So they forget, and then
Yeah,
you just
so
keep
have
getting
have them
paid.
sign up to your Patreon page.
They did put a sign on there that said, like, the toilet is broke unless you ask Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, just put
So
on
not
there
just
$5.
Pay
$5.
Tyler $5.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, what Smith's employees wouldn't pay that? I mean, the other bathrooms suck.
The other bathrooms suck so bad because the locks are all broken on them. So
Yeah,
people be like barging in on you when you're taking a Duke.
everybody hates those bathrooms.
Yep.
All the Smith's employees.
And there's no paper towels in that one either. I make sure I keep the paper towel machine working and fine.
Yeah, so I think you just need to, get your business going.
If you want a paper towel, it's $0.25.
I am going to put a toggle.
10 cents for toilet paper.
Yeah, just so they,
yeah,
just so they don't.
just put a vending machine in there.
A toilet paper and paper
Yes.
towel vending machine.
You got to start hustling.
I hustle pretty hard already.
I hustle people out so they can use the bathroom at the Smiths.
But yeah, because the ones up front are terrible, especially with people on methamphetamine busting in there.
Yeah. That happened a lot.
Or passing out, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go to those ones.
That happened at 133 a lot.
I had someone like whip out his wang and almost urinate on me when I was using the banyo in there. That's why I quit using the banyo.
He beat you to it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
He's like, I just
Hold
ate
on.
some asparagus. Come over here.
I'm
I got something for
I'm
you.
already flowing, bud. You want to come closer? I will fight this battle. I win. I'm not afraid to pee on your hands or face.
Yeah.
It's like a long haul, so like when people just jump in real quick, they don't be thinking. They already got their wang out. I'm like, okay, I'm not using this one no more. Nope.
They're standing in line with their wang out.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
It was horrible.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, he's like grabbing. He's like, oh.
Pinch it off like
Yeah.
somewhere
I'm gonna tie a knot in that son of a bitch too. It was a giant wang too. I was like, what are you doing with that? Lord.
Maybe he just wanted to be friends, you know? Just wanted a
My
little.
pockets are in my pants. Okay? I'm not pulling them out. I'm no prison bitch. But yeah, so the our back bathroom, the employee's secret private one.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I put garbage in front of it or like halfway close the door so no one can use it all day. Everyone's like, man, I thought it was broken all day. I'm like, yeah, it was fucked up, really bad.
So why don't they just like fix it? I've never understood this about Smiths.
I don't either. It's literally a $25 fix. $10 if you want to be cheap. Go to Walmart, buy the part. Super quick.
There's a Smiths I go to that the seat it's just loose. Like the nut's probably just down there, and somebody just needs to reach down there and tighten it.
Up.
And they just won't. And
Sometimes
neither do I.
You
But
ain't got to reach underneath there. You can do it from the top.
yeah.
Because they have that long wing nut on there, so you don't got to get no pee germs on your hand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could like get a glove or something, probably.
I don't know.
Do you think the same maintenance guys who fix the toilet are the ones who fix like the ovens and the?
They exactly are.
So they're just busy. Those guys are too busy.
Well, sometimes we call Shamrock Plumbing to come fix them. That's why I know they're the cheapest. Because they'll come. Shamrock will come fix our dumb shit all the time. But
Yeah. Yeah, you just need to get a subscription going, you know. What do you need? Do you need 100? If you got 100 people to pay you $20 a month, how much would that be? $2,000?
yeah, $2,000.
There you go. See?
So that's what I'm gonna put on the sign on the door. Be like, hey, yo, you want some banyo service? See the man.
$20
I'm pretty
a
sure I can put a
month.
lock on it too without anyone fucking with it, since they're all not very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just come over and get the key. $20 for the key.
20 bones, my back pocket.
Venmo me, or
Yeah. You should probably just do cash.
Cash.
Start Venmoing. The IRS is going to come after you.
that's true. Well, you'll have to account for that at the end of the year.
You have to pay taxes.
Where'd that money come from?
You're like, well, I charge people,
Charge people for shit.
to use the bathroom that I don't own. Like, sir, that's not a legitimate business.
I charge them for a lot of services. I charge them for me to fix the sink. Like I'm all Smiths won't pay me, but you can. You want the sink fixed now? Cash. Cash is king. I carry tools in my pocket, you know. Like the bug. Someone ran over our bug zapper with the forklift.
Yeah.
I charged one of my homies that works in the department $20 to fix it. So $20. I'll put the old one right back in the exact same spot.
Do you guys have a lot of bugs too?
No, we have no bugs.
Oh.
No bugs
Well,
at
why
all.
did he give a
Why
shit?
did he pay you $20 to fix it?
I don't care. I took that money. I put it in the.
Is he the one that ran over it with the forklift?
So.
Oh.
$20 to keep my job? That's cheap.
$20 to shut the fuck up.
You're like, I don't know who hit it. If I had $20, maybe I could just put it back up and it would be like it never happened.
Because they brought these big ones in with these like big, huge bashes
Yeah.
on them. They like hang out all crazy. We had a slim one before.
I don't think anybody would care. We had at Harriman, they hit this big long glass coffin twice. with it. Just broke it all the way down like a 20-foot coffin. It probably cost $4,000 to replace that each time. Nobody got fired. At Bengal, they used to run it into the wall all the time in this one specific spot. So finally, they got smart and put a sheet of like angle or like diamond plate across it. They still ran it into that, but it didn't like bend as much, you know.
Yeah. We lost the whole top part of our roof because someone drove it right into it. Boosh.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you not check your height on your forks? Oh, well, you were
I don't know. I ran it into my last day at Bengal, I'm like texting somebody and I'm driving down this skinny hall, and for some reason they decided to put this power breaker box in the like right there in this skinny hallway. So what they did is they put these two big steel posts around it so that we couldn't, jack it up hopefully or whatever. Well, I hit the post. The post had already lost like 2 or 3 of the bolts, so it just went into the breaker. The breaker like kind of came off the wall, and then the produce cooler stopped working. The produce guy comes over and he's like, "Hey, my cooler just shut off." I'm like, "Oh, that's weird." I just ran into this breaker though, so I wonder if the two are connected or what. So I went and told the boss, and she's like, "Oh, you're trying to go out with a bang, are you?" I'm like, "Yeah, but you might want to call somebody."
Yeah, call them quicker than later.
I don't know what's going on here. Well, nobody showed up till the next day. Next day I come into work, and I'm like, "You guys are just barely getting here. Like, that could be a fire hazard,
That could kill some people.
If I, jostled the wires just right, and they're grounding out on something, I don't know."
Well, at 495, that same breaker, the same story. Breaker in the weirdest spot. The guy hit it with the pole, hit the pole into the breaker, and then the receiving doors will go up or down. No more loads can come in because all the doors there were electrical at 495.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, they don't even have a freewheel chain for emergency.
I thought they did.
No, they got rid of it. 'Cause I even asked Frank, I'm like, "Where's can't you open the clutch and then up and down with your hands?" And he's like, "Nope. Look, there's a motor." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. That's the motor." He's like, "What are you thinking?" I'm like, "I'm not thinking anything. Let's put some money in my hand."
It's $20 to get me to think.
It's $20 a month.
You want me to go up there with an extension cord?
You gotta sign up for a 2-year subscription.
Because I thought about it. I was like, yeah, if they give me money, I'll just put a male plug on there, and then just up, down, up, down. Forklift that guy up. I mean, that shit works, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know if it would. It's probably an AC motor. You think it would reverse? Maybe.
Yeah, you just gotta switch the leads.
I don't know.
AC motors don't reverse quite as easy as DC motors.
Yeah, because you got your
got
your sine wave, right? So if you reverse it, you just inverse the sine wave. It's still a sine wave. Like, I don't know if it. I have seen them reverse in the coolers on their own, but yeah, like you have to get the timing right for it to start spinning the opposite direction.
There are AC motors that spin both ways, but
you have to have some kind of controller.
Yeah, it's probably more than just 2 wires.
I'd give it hell no matter what for some cash dollars.
Yeah, you just figure it out. Just go put a chain on it.
I made a lot of things happen for
Just
money.
go to another store and steal their door. Go down there and bolt it on.
All right, we didn't open the fuse box and just
just open the fuse box and flip the breaker back. That's all they did. They opened the fuse box, flipped the breaker back, and then they just re-bolted the fuse box to the wall.
Well, I've even done that where you take off the back plate or you take off the door, and then there's the "don't shock the shit out of you" plate that you remove.
Yeah.
And then you just take a look at what's going on inside real quick.
Yeah.
Just don't touch anything you're not
supposed to.
You
just touch everything, and then
lick your fingers and touch it all.
Yeah.
Oh, Jared didn't finish his hunting story.
Yeah, we didn't even get to hear the last.
What story?
I don't know. Somehow we got back on to Tyler.
Did you shoot something?
Yeah.
Did it die?
Yeah.
Were you so happy?
No, that's when all the hard work starts and the fun's over.
Yeah.
All the fun's over, and then you gotta gut
That's
it.
the way you ruin a perfectly good hunt. You choose something.
So you ruined your hunt on the first day?
On the first day.
It wasn't ruined. It was good. Yep, first day. We sat in the blind until noon, and I got bored and shot at a squirrel. So we had to go find that arrow, and then walked back to the truck, and on the way back to the truck, they were coming down the game trail. So I hurried and stepped behind a bush and turned around, and my kids are still standing on the game trail, and all the antelope are looking right at them. So that they got over. And then we just sat there and waited for a little bit. A bunch of does ran down, and then the buck followed him. And I ranged him once. All the does took off, started running. He started to run, and I shot him, and it was done in 10 minutes after that.
So you tribute your kids and them all like looking at each other to how you got yourself ready? Like, what the fuck are you? What the fuck are you? What the fuck are you?
What does that mean in English?
Or what does that mean in pronghorn?
Yeah, right on.
Shot it perfect, and it didn't even go 100 yards, and it was done.
See, I don't know why anyone would be offended by that. That's like the most perfect story. You weren't like, yeah, I'm drinking like 6 beers. I shot about 14 arrows in this motherfucker. Walked all the way halfway over here. Next day, I had to go put him out of his misery at the 45. So
No, that's how you go to jail. Nope, that was it.
How hot was it in the blind? Was it pretty hot?
No, we had windows and a big gap in the roof, so it really wasn't bad.
Oh, yeah. Is it like a disposable blind, or was it like one y'all made?
No, it was plywood.
Oh, really? How about that? I've always kind of wondered about those blinds that like people like you could buy like that are spring bar loaded. Like, what do you do? Like, you just like, hey, it's kind of like a tent.
It's exactly like a tent because I have one of
Yeah.
those.
Camo tent.
That's what we deer hunt in,
Do you use it any other time or just only as a blind?
just as a blind.
Because you don't want it to stink like human.
Well, and it's not really big enough to sleep in or anything like that. It doesn't have a floor in it or anything, so.
Yeah.
See, so that's like a really good hunting story. People out there might be like, hell yeah, let's go get some arrows and make this happen. See? That's way
No, it
better.
takes lots and lots of practice.
Oh, yeah. We don't need to tell them all that. Y'all go out there with some arrows, make it happen. I'd rather see that. I feel more comfortable with people with arrows than I do people with guns. Because, like, you can't have, like, a real mishap with the arrow. Like, let's just be real about it. Like,
Yeah, you can.
no, let's not get too crazy, Jared. But for real,
Well, it's
I am
not-
not accidentally going to shoot my brother with an arrow in the back window of my truck if I close my door too hard. You know what I mean?
Why would you shoot him with a gun if you close your door?
Well,
too
I think
hard?
what he's trying to say is bows don't accidentally go off.
Yeah, bows don't accidentally
Guns don't
go off.
either.
That's a whole nother topic. But I just feel I feel better with people. If I see someone with a bow and arrow, I'm like, okay, I understand exactly what you're doing. I know when you are trying to end me, because it's like a whole lot of movements going on. Like,
Not really.
or maybe 1, 2. And not as quick as you, but if Clyde was trying to end me with a bow and arrow, let's say I'm walking down
But
the
I mean,
street.
like, how often does that really happen? Like, just because it happens more with the gun. I mean,
Yeah.
bows are like a lot more work.
I would rather see like 2 gangbangers be, yeah, I'm a hoit you. Yeah, I'm a recurve
well,
you.
you just need to go back to the long time ago, before guns.
Yeah, before guns, that's what they
Indians-
were shooting each other with, is bows.
Yeah, the Indians are probably running around shooting each other with bows.
But at least you understand someone's intent. Like, man, I got your number. They're not like,
well,
No,
what?
because I can be far enough away, you wouldn't know I was there.
And they're
Yeah.
quiet, too.
Be sneaky.
You could miss a couple of times and you never know. What was that?
I mean, that is the only weapon I have anymore is a bow and arrow.
He shoots one over your head, and then you stand up, and then he can get you. You
Yeah.
know, when you shoot a gun, you know what it is. Like
Yeah.
you're not standing up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you go, what was that noise?
But the other thing, I don't know, I feel like a lot more people are just like too easy. Like, oh yeah, I got a big wang because I got a big gun. Like, no man, look at a bow and arrow and come at me, bro. See how this fight ends. I promise I'll just pick it off the ground and stab you with it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't feel like that's what's gonna happen.
I feel like that is exactly what's
So like you're chilling around somewhere, and Jared's like, "I'm gonna go hunt Tyler," You think? What do you think is gonna happen?
When I'll be chilling. I'll probably be drinking a little. I'll have a beer. And
Yeah,
then,
you're just like ferrying it up, right, out in the wilderness.
how
You're
did
like,
I get here? That's awesome. Instead of like,
you're prancing around, you know,
Yeah,
like a
just
proper
prancing.
fairy, just sprinkling fairy dust everywhere. And then Jared comes along and he shoots you. So I don't understand like what part you're
I am
gonna
way
stab him with the arrow.
well,
See the gun? The
if someone with
entry
less
is
experience-
that big and the exit is that big, depending on your gun. There was a hole through this thing that was that big around
Sign me
all the
up.
way through.
instant kill, KIA. If I'm wearing body armor, I'm going down. Yeah, but that's from an experienced archer. Now, if an inexperienced archer was to try to end me with a bow,
They probably wouldn't do it, huh?
Yeah,
but
they
an
wouldn't do it.
inexperienced person with a gun could end you with a
yeah,
gun.
an inexperienced person could end me so much quicker, or like end my family. But if you're trying to take out my whole crew with a bow and arrow, I at least have half a chance to whip your ass.
Haven't you seen Rambo?
Yeah, I love Rambo.
He's got explosive arrows. He'd take out your whole family with one shot.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, anyways, everybody, I'm just saying we need more arrows out there on the streets than we do need guns.
You think so? So you're saying you're for gun control? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I'm for more bow and arrow. I
More-
am for more bow and arrow.
So you're pro.
bow.
You're pro bow and arrow.
I'm pro bow. I really am. I think it's like more intimate too. Like,
Well,
you gotta
well,
hit
the
someone.
nice thing about that, if the gangbangers are shooting each other with bows and arrows, you can sleep through that stuff and they won't wake
Yeah.
you up.
Exactly. I don't got to worry about them like trying to scare someone with some bang, bang, bang. No, it's like,
Yeah, you won't hear that from inside your house.
and plus the broadheads look really cool when you pull that shit. Like, hey, look, it's cool. Yeah. Get some like fish ones. Yeah, shoot me with like a fish one. Get like the rope coming out of my chest or some shit. I'll be like, fuck yeah, 5 extra points.
You mean like a harpoon?
No, like,
No, a bow fishing setup has
Like
a
a
reel
Bow
on it.
fishing?
yeah.
So the arrow has
So he can
a
shoot
line
you with
attached to
a,
it,
so he can
it
reel
back
you in.
Yeah, reel me in like, hey.
Like as you're dying, you're like trying to walk towards him. You're like stumbling back with.
See, yeah, see, like put some fucking fight in it. Make it worth the kill.
All right. Well, are we done?
Yeah, I think we're pretty much
Yeah.
done. Leaving on that note. Pro bow!
All right. Peace out, everybody. Do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, don't film it. Because the kid's fighting. Not a good idea. Oh my
Boys, what is even this? Like someone please help. Oh, it's a Ferrari.
The guy that was in the car is fine, because when I saw the vehicle, it was still, whoa, whoa, whoa. There goes a tank. That was a tank flying. There it goes. I see it flying down the highway. Holy shit, they got debris falling off the bridge and shit.
Oh my God. And she's doing 60 miles an hour. Look at this.